What's going on, everyone? My name's Security Denied, and welcome back to This Week in Destiny, also known as the TWID. This Week in Destiny, we're here to give you some insights into new events, share balance changes within PvP, give a sneak peek of the new exotic mission, and to crown the winners of the Desert Perpetual World First Epic Raid Race. Arms Week is back in the spotlight. New weapon changes are hitting the Crucible. Hop into the Heliostat exotic mission. Congrats to the world first epic raid race winners. Without further ado, let's get to it. Arms Week returns. Shotguns? Question mark. More like shot funds. Yeah. Ada1 has been iterating on the new shotgun volatile weapon mods for you to try out when Arms Week returns starting October 7th. When Arms Week returns, be sure to visit her in the shooting range to pick up a shotgun and complete challenges to unlock the new shotgun volatile weapon mods. So hop in, slot these event limited mods into any legendary shotgun, and get blasted before they disappear when Arms Week concludes. You'll also be able to acquire the previous hand cannon volatile weapon mods to really shake up how you run and gun. Check out the July 24th tweet for a refresher. We don't want to leave you hanging without something to theorycraft with, so Ada1 passed over the schematics for the shotgun volatile weapon mods. Okay. We got unstable shells. Landing precision hits or most of a pellet spread will attach a delayed explosive to the target. Illegal trigger. Every shell fired increases rate of fire for a short time. Magazine size and reserves are increased beyond their normal limits. Aftershock, weapon final blows create a wave of energy behind the target. Okay, pretty good. I think the illegal trigger one will be very interesting. I wonder if it'll work with the what are they called? Auto shotguns, the one where you just hold the trigger and it fires like crazy. I think those ones will be really good, especially if it means every shell fired increases the rate of fire for a short time. You'll be able to just unload. So maybe that'll be pretty good. Weapon changes in update 9.1.5. While 9.1.5 is overall a small update, we have some changes that we believe will have a noticeable impact on the Crucible experience. Primarily, we wanted to focus on attention to the close range weapon meta and on the balance between primary weapon and special weapon usage. All right. Ammo system, Crucible. While the special ammo meter system allows you to heavily invest in it and obtain sufficient uptime, players who don't invest are struggling to earn even a minimal amount of ammo. We want to make sure to not increase the amount of ammo available at the high end while bringing the low end up and making it more reasonable to run a special weapon even without heavy investment. Increase the special ammo meter gains at no/low investment for primary ammo weapon final blows by 33%. Okay, so for those who aren't invested as much into the ammo meter, we'll get a little bit more, so I think that's a good change. Just to keep everyone on the same level. Weapon archetypes, hand cannons. Thank goodness. Hand cannons are my worst nightmare, especially when I don't want to use a hand cannon and I just get shreked. Adaptives. We recently reprised Finite Impactor for Iron Banner, but the stats of this weapon, originally from Season 3, are not on par with the new generation of hand cannons. As such, we are increasing the stats to be more competitive with current offerings. Oh, great. So they're just bringing more hand cannons up to the rank of all the other ones. Finite Impactor increased range from 36 to 46. Increased handling from 45 to 55. Increased reload speed from 40 to 50. Spread shots. While spread shot hand cannons have seen their kills and effectiveness fall significantly after their original nerf earlier this season, reduced by 40% to 53% respectively, they still feel too easy to use and too forgiving for their strength within the Crucible. We want these weapons to feel a little bit more like punchy short-range bruisers. This means making them a little less snappy and easy to control, as well as pushing their effective range down. In live, these weapons compete around the lower end of sidearm range, but with these changes, they will be moved down closer to the range of slug shotguns. To offset these changes in PvE, we have increased their damage bonus versus combatants. Increase bonus damage versus combatants from 8% to 15%. Reduce range by 5%. Increase spread by 10%. Increase recoil by 25%. Reduced handling by 10%. Okay. Sidearms, heavy bursts. Alongside the spread shot hand cannons, heavy burst sidearms are very strong in the close range meta, even after the directed nerf to Forgiveness, with their main competition coming down. In playtests, heavy bursts were proving to be easy to use for the range they offer. Given that part of what makes heavy bursts stand out compared to the other sidearms is the increased range, and part of what can make them so frustrating to play against is how easy they can be to use. We have decided for this balance pass to reduce that ease of use rather than further nerfing the range. This change will require more precision to land, an optimal time to kill, and will slow down the time to kill for all body shots. Reduced base damage taken, reduced body shot damage from 33 to 31, reduced critical damage from 52.8 to 49.6. Okay, we'll see how it shakes up the close range meta. Maybe people will start turning back towards machine guns, I think. All right, new exotic mission, Heliostat. Launching October 7th, return to the Plaguelands to finish what Maya began with her daring heist on the Vanguard Vault. The conductor seeks to expand the reach of her Echo using abandoned Warsat technology. Storm the Golden Age facility alongside psionic allies to ruin Maya's plans and claim the Wolfsbane exotic axe as your own. This new exotic axe is the first of its kind and an homage to times past. Reap the restorative Quicksilver nanites when hitting and killing targets. These nanites fly to the wielder, attaching to the axe, and reconstruct the blade to something even greater. Once enough nanites have occurred, hold reload to overclock the blade, increasing its damage output and transforming the heavy attack into a swarming, flaming Quicksilver Swarmnado. That sounds pretty sick. The Heliostat First Run. When creating the new exotic mission, originally named Warsat Heist, when first announced, we wanted to provide a chance for players to tackle the new mission with friends for the first time, or help new friends get their first completion clear, while still getting potential rewards. When tackling the new Heliostat exotic mission for the first time, players will be locked at normal difficulty and fixed modifiers for a consistent experience. You'll be rewarded with a power bump for all Fireteam members, no matter where in the power journey they're at. Once completed, the full portal tiers and modifier customization options will be available in Pinnacle Ops, and you will need to be configured appropriately for continued power progression on future runs. It's important to note that players who have not completed their first run cannot join a normal, unlocked version. However, players on their first run can invite players who have already completed their first run to play with them. Players above 200 power who have already completed their first run will get Tier 1 rewards capped at 200 for playing with friends through their first time Heliostat run. And players below 200 who have already completed their first run may still receive rewards that gain them to power while running through Heliostat for the first time. Players above 200 power who have already completed their first run will get Tier 1 rewards capped at 200 for playing with friends through their first... Okay, so if you've already played it and you go and help somebody else through, you're still going to be capped at 200, so it's not going to be easy for you to... They're kind of balancing it out so you're not getting rewards that you're not supposed to, basically, which is cool. At first I was like, no, what? They're stuck at 200 even after they completed it? But it's when you're playing with people going through their first time. Legacy of the Past original soundtrack. The Legacy of the Past soundtrack is now available for purchase at Bungie Store. This collection of Destiny 2 original music brings together a number of works that haven't appeared anywhere else. The music runs the gamut from dramatic pieces that have accompanied players in several dungeon adventures, to themes from activities found in seasons past, exotic missions, and even landmark cinematics from Destiny 2. Just as revisiting this music has brought back memories for the Destiny 2 team, returning our thoughts to the times when these pieces were created, we hope that listening to this music brings back fond memories of your time as a Guardian, with your Fireteam members at your side, braving the unknown together. It's pretty bomb soundtrack. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. It's great. World First Epic Raid Race winners. After a neck-and-neck race that could have truly been anyone's game, a team rose to defeat Koragos Fractured in Time in the Desert Perpetual Epic Raid Race. Diving into a new challenge with a completely new encounter was a difficult challenge, but one many took gladly. Congratulations once again to Clan Elysium, our World First Epic Raid Race winners. And there they are, Salted Greppa, Quaz, Vendetta, Vile Fate, OG, Jiff. Not only have you earned the crown, the bragging rights, and the place in history cemented with your victory, but you've also won the World First Epic Raid Race belt. Pretty sick belt. One day one will be mine. Not good enough. The Desert Perpetual Epic Raid is now available on normal difficulty for all players to tackle for updated loot and to take on the new encounters, mechanics, and final boss. All right, pretty short twid today. Not a whole lot. I think everyone's really excited for the exotic mission coming out because they pushed it back, and we've been kind of in a drought in Destiny, so I think the exotic mission better be good to bring at least a couple people back. I know that Crucible is in a rough spot, especially with Trials. Grenader Jake left Trials. And then there's also Dado, who left. He did say he's going to be coming back for like the exotic mission and all the major things coming out in Destiny, but that's it. He's pretty much on break from Destiny until Renegades comes out. And I understand why. Like, once you're at a good place in Destiny and you've done the content, there's nothing else to do. There's no incentive to come back. And the grind is just not fun, not exciting. There's nothing new. It's just the same things over and over again. And I do think that they are doing a good job with balancing out what missions you can do to get loot. Bumping up the bonus drops to actually mean something, I think helped out a lot, especially with me, because now I'm like, all right, where's the bonus drops? Where can I get the most loot? Instead of just doing the same mission over and over again. So I think that was a huge plus. So yeah, I'm going to start doing these a little bit more if I have time. If I'm not working at my other jobs or whatnot. But expect not edited versions of these coming up in the future. So excuse my I can't read disability. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week in Destiny. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below, what your thoughts are on Destiny right now. But yeah, until then, I will see you for the next This Week in Destiny. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!